There's a secret shame that many men over 60 carry with them into the bathroom mirror every morning. It's not about their performance, it's not about their stamina, it's about what they see. It's the change in the appearance of their most private part. The skin that was once vibrant and full of life now looks tired. The color might be darker, almost bruised-looking in places. The texture seems thinner, more fragile, almost like parchment paper. There's a loss of vitality that has nothing to do with getting an erection, but has everything to do with feeling like a man. You notice it, of course you do, and you feel a quiet, creeping sense of embarrassment. You hope your partner doesn't notice, but you suspect she does. It makes you feel old in a way that wrinkles or gray hair never could. It's a visual confirmation that the clock is ticking, that your physical power is fading, not just on the inside, but on the outside too. You would never speak of this to anyone, not your doctor, not your best friend. It feels too humiliating. You think you're the only one. You think it's an irreversible part of aging that you just have to accept. What if I told you it is not? What if I told you that the dull, discolored, and thin skin you see is a cry for help from your body? And what if I told you that the solution to restoring its healthy appearance and feel could be made in a few seconds using two common items you almost certainly have in your kitchen right now? Hello. I am Dr. Julian Hayes. I am 71 years old, and for 43 years as a practicing urologist, I have focused on the total health of men. Not just their function, but their form. Not just their performance, but their confidence. I have sat with thousands of men who have, in the privacy of my office, confessed this exact secret shame. They feel their body is failing them, not just in how it works, but in how it looks. And I have dedicated my career to finding solutions that are not based on expensive pharmaceuticals or invasive procedures, but on the body's own incredible ability to heal itself when given the right tools. Today, I am going to share a shocking yet incredibly effective secret with you. I will reveal a simple, topical paste you can make at home. A paste that directly addresses the three most common and embarrassing penile skin problems that men face as they age. I urge you to watch this video to the very end. Take notes if you must, because by the end of our time together, you will have a powerful, natural, and inexpensive action plan to help restore the healthy, vital appearance you thought you had lost forever. This isn't about vanity. This is about reclaiming your confidence from the ground up. This is about feeling whole again. Before we mix these two simple kitchen ingredients, you must understand the three distinct enemies you are fighting. These are not just vague signs of aging. They are specific physiological problems that are happening on and beneath the surface of your skin. And they have names. The first enemy is what we can call pigmentary stagnation. This is the cause of the darkening or discoloration you see. As you age, and particularly in areas with delicate skin, your circulation can become less efficient. This means that fresh, oxygenated blood isn't flowing in as freely, and more importantly, cellular waste isn't being cleared out as effectively. Tiny amounts of blood cells can leak from the capillaries, a process called microhemorrhaging. When these red blood cells break down, they leave behind iron deposits called hemosiderin. This hemosiderin has a dark, rusty, brownish color. It literally stains the skin from the inside out, creating that mottled, bruised, or graying appearance. It's a sign of stagnant, tired circulation in the skin itself. The second enemy is a condition known as dermal atrophy. This is the scientific term for the thinning of your skin. Your skin is made up of a matrix of collagen and elastin fibers. Think of it as a tightly woven fabric. Collagen provides the thickness and strength, while elastin provides the snapback, the elasticity. After the age of 50 and accelerating after 60, your body's production of collagen plummets. The fabric begins to unravel. The skin becomes thinner, weaker, and more fragile. It loses its youthful plumpness and takes on that thin, crepe paper-like texture. This not only affects how it looks, but it also reduces sensitivity as the network of nerve endings has less healthy tissue to support it. The third enemy is lymphatic congestion. The lymphatic system is your body's garbage disposal service. It's a network of vessels that runs alongside your circulatory system, and its job is to clear out toxins, excess fluid, and inflammatory waste products. When this system becomes sluggish, which is common with age and a sedentary lifestyle, fluids can begin to pool in the tissues. This can lead to a slightly puffy, swollen feeling. It can also contribute to a loss of definition and a feeling of dullness. It's another sign that the area is not getting the deep internal cleansing that it needs to stay healthy and vibrant. I remember a patient I'll call Arthur. He was a 72-year-old retired architect, a man who had spent his life focused on clean lines, strong structures, and aesthetic beauty. He came to me for a routine checkup, but I could tell something else was on his mind. Finally, he confessed. "Doctor," he said, looking at the floor, "my erections are fine. That's not the problem. The problem is, I'm ashamed for my wife to even see me. It looks old. It's dark and wrinkled in a way it never was. I feel like an old, crumbling building." Arthur's sense of his own vitality, his own structural integrity, was being destroyed by the appearance of his skin. He was so self-conscious that he had started to avoid intimacy altogether, even though he was physically capable. He was suffering from a crisis of confidence triggered by pigmentary stagnation and dermal atrophy. He thought there was nothing he could do. He thought this was his permanent reality. He was wrong. If this story or any part of this explanation feels familiar to you, if you've had that same sinking feeling when you look in the mirror, I want to ask you to please comment the word "yes" below this video. It is so important for me to know that this message is reaching the men who need to hear it. It also shows other men that they are not alone in this secret struggle. Thank you for your courage. Now, let's get to the solution. Let's turn your kitchen into a private skin clinic. Let's talk about how to make the simple, powerful paste that can begin to fight back against these three enemies. The solution is a simple paste made from two ingredients, castor oil and baking soda. But as with all powerful remedies, the quality of the ingredients and the precise method of application are everything. I am going to break this down into a simple protocol that addresses each of the three problems we've discussed. First, let's talk about the ingredients. You must use a specific type of castor oil. Look for a bottle that says 100% pure, cold-pressed, and ideally hexane-free. This ensures you are getting the purest oil without any chemical contaminants. For the baking soda, any standard pure baking soda from the grocery store will work perfectly. Now, let's address the first problem, the dark discoloration caused by pigmentary stagnation. This is where the baking soda comes in. Baking soda, or sodium bicarbonate, is a remarkable substance. It is a gentle, natural exfoliant. When you mix it into a paste, its fine, crystalline structure works to gently buff away the very top layer of dead skin cells. This process alone can help to immediately brighten the skin's appearance.
But it does something more important. Baking soda has a mild alkalizing effect on the skin. This can help to balance the skin's pH, creating a healthier environment. More importantly, this gentle exfoliation and stimulation helps to increase microcirculation in the top layers of the skin. This renewed blood flow helps the body to begin breaking down and clearing away those stubborn hemosiderin deposits that are causing the dark, bruised look. I had a patient named David, a 69-year-old who loved to swim at his local community center. He confessed to me that he had become so self-conscious about the dark discoloration on his penis that he started changing in a bathroom stall instead of the open locker room. After I taught him this protocol, he started using the paste every other day. He came back a month later and was thrilled. "Doc, it's not perfect," he said, "but it's a world of difference. The darkness has faded. It looks healthier, more alive." He was no longer hiding in the stall. He had taken back a piece of his freedom. That is the power of addressing this first problem. Now for the second problem, the thin, fragile crepe paper skin caused by dermal atrophy. This is where the miracle of castor oil comes into play. Castor oil is unlike any other oil. Its unique power comes from its incredibly high concentration, up to 90%, of a special fatty acid called ricinoic acid. This fatty acid has a very low molecular weight, which means it can penetrate deeper into the skin than most moisturizers. It doesn't just sit on the surface, it gets down into the dermis, the second layer of your skin, which is where your collagen and elastin live. Once there, the ricinoic acid does two amazing things. First, it is a powerful humectant, meaning it draws moisture from the air and pulls it into the skin, hydrating it from the inside out. This plumps up the skin cells, immediately reducing the appearance of fine lines and that crinkly texture. Second, and this is the long-term benefit, ricinoic acid has been shown to stimulate fibroblasts. Fibroblasts are the specific cells in your body that are responsible for producing collagen. By stimulating these cells, you are encouraging your body to start rebuilding that supportive matrix that has been lost over the years. Over time, this can lead to skin that is measurably thicker, stronger, and more resilient. It's like providing the highest quality raw materials directly to the factory floor so your body can begin to weave that strong, youthful fabric once again. Let's address the third problem, the puffiness and lack of definition caused by lymphatic congestion. The solution to this problem is not just in the ingredients, but in the application. The very act of massaging this paste into the skin is a powerful therapy in itself. The lymphatic system doesn't have a pump like the circulatory system has the heart. It relies on muscle movement and manual stimulation to move fluid along. When you gently but firmly massage this castor oil and baking soda paste into the penile skin, you are performing a manual lymphatic drainage massage. You are physically pushing the stagnant, toxin-filled lymphatic fluid out of the tissues and encouraging it to flow back into the body's main disposal channels. At the same time, this massage action brings fresh, oxygenated blood flooding into the area. This dual action, clearing out the garbage and bringing in the groceries, is profoundly revitalizing for the tissue. It reduces that boggy, puffy feeling, improves definition, and enhances the overall health and color of the skin. So how do you put this all together? Here is the simple 3-step protocol. Step 1, the mixing. In a small bowl or in the palm of your hand, mix together about a half a teaspoon of baking soda with 1 full teaspoon of pure cold-pressed castor oil. Mix it thoroughly until it forms a slightly gritty, opaque paste. You can adjust the quantities to get a consistency you like, but it should be thick enough that it doesn't drip. Step 2, the application and massage. In the evening, perhaps after your shower when the skin is warm and the pores are open, take the paste and apply it to the entire length of the flaccid penis. Be sure to cover all the skin, including any areas of particular discoloration. Now begin to gently but firmly massage. Use your thumb and forefinger to massage the skin for at least 2 to 3 minutes. Use circular motions.
use long strokes. The goal is to feel a sense of warmth and to know that you are stimulating the tissue. This massage is what addresses the lymphatic congestion and drives the castor oil deep into the skin. Step 3, the absorption. After you have finished the massage, you do not need to wash the paste off immediately. Let it sit on the skin for at least 15 to 20 minutes. You can wrap the area loosely in a small piece of cloth or a washcloth to avoid getting oil on your clothes. This allows the ricinoic acid from the castor oil to fully penetrate and go to work. After 20 minutes, you can simply wipe the area clean with a warm, damp cloth. The skin will feel incredibly soft, moisturized, and invigorated. For best results, I recommend my patients perform this ritual 3 to 4 times per week. Consistency is key. You are working to reverse decades of slow decline. It will take time, but the changes can be remarkable. This was the protocol I gave to Arthur, the retired architect who was so ashamed of how he looked. He was meticulous and followed it exactly. He came to see me 2 months later. He walked into my office with a smile on his face. He said, "Doc, you didn't just fix my skin. You fixed my head. My wife and I were close again. I'm not hiding anymore. I feel proud of my body again. It looks healthy. It feels healthy." He had used these 2 simple ingredients to rebuild his confidence from the outside in. Let's review the battle plan. You will create a paste of castor oil and baking soda. You will massage it into the skin for 3 minutes to exfoliate, improve circulation, and stimulate lymphatic flow. You will let it absorb to allow the castor oil to penetrate deep and begin rebuilding collagen. This is a powerful, proactive step you can take to fight back against the visible signs of aging that nobody ever talks about. It is a way to reclaim your body and your confidence. I want you to imagine looking in the mirror a month from now and seeing health, seeing skin that is brighter, fuller, and more vibrant. Imagine going into an intimate situation not with a feeling of dread or self-consciousness, but with a feeling of pride and confidence in your own body. Imagine feeling that your physical form once again matches the vital, strong man you are on the inside. This is not about looking like you are 20 again. It is about looking like the healthiest, most vital version of yourself right now. It is about taking control. You now have a powerful topical strategy to restore the health and appearance of your skin. But this is an external solution. To achieve total health, you must also work from the inside out. The health of your skin is a direct reflection of the health of your internal circulation. That is why it is absolutely critical that you watch my next video. In that video, I reveal a specific beetroot juice recipe that is designed to restore full blood flow to the entire pelvic region in under 15 minutes. Combining this internal strategy with the external paste you learned today is the ultimate 1-2 punch for reclaiming your vitality. You must see it. But before you go, I want to create a space for our community. In the comments section below, please tell me what was the most surprising thing you learned in this video today. Was it the concept of pigmentary stagnation, dermal atrophy, or the simple power of castor oil? By sharing what you've learned, you solidify the knowledge in your own mind and you help to educate and empower the other good men in this community. Thank you for your time and thank you for your courage to face this problem head on.